There's an AI unicorn every single week, which means any AI companies, we're in the gold rush of AI era right now. And there is AI unicorn every single week getting launched, getting published, and getting new investment every single week. However, most people didn't know how they're able to quickly bootstrap the AI startup, find the product market fit, and get investment within a short amount of time. Today, we had a pleasure to invite our guest Tina. She's going to share with you her secret, how she's able to bootstrap her AI startup quickly and find product market fit with a team of 13 engineers. Stay until the end of the video so that you're able to use her AI tool to start home renovation for free. Hi guys, this is Dr. Nancy Lee, a direct product featured in Forbes. I've helped thousands of people land a dream PM job offer in FAANG companies and unicorn startup and continue to get promoted as a product leader. In this channel, we'll talk about tech trends and free product management training. Like and subscribe to a new video every Tuesday. Hi Tina, welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
Hi, Dr. Nancy. I'm doing great. Thank you for having me here today.
Very exciting. And actually, Tina, I'm hearing about your story leading a team of 30 engineers and quickly launch your AI startup and bootstrap it and being very agile and also be smart about spending your money on developing the right product. And all of our audience either want to become an AI product manager or start their own AI startup. And I'm so glad to have you to share all your secret with us today.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, happy to be here today and share all I learned through the journey.
Awesome. So why don't we do this? For most audience who does not know you, does not know your AI company, Homewise, can you do a quick intro about yourself? What's your background and who you are?
Yeah, obviously. My name is Tina Chen. I am AI PM. I just wrap up the PM Accelerator AI Bootcamp, where I was the team lead for HomeWise, an AI agent that takes a homeowner from a photo of a home problem all the way to a vetted, scheduled contractor. So instead of getting like 5 confusing quotes and hoping for the best for yourself, you just need to say yes. During the process, I lead a team of 13, including PMs, designers, engineers, and data scientists. And then we shipped a working demo in 11 weeks. So my background is actually in architecture and construction management.
Very cool. So Tina, let me understand this. And before you start your AI entrepreneurial journey and AI product management journey, I believe you came from an architect background, which is dramatically different from tech, right? Can you tell us more regarding your journey getting from architect background into AI product management and AI entrepreneurship?
Yes, I am a licensed architect and also a construction manager. But I think here's something that people missing about architecture and construction. A building is also a product. It has its users, it has its requirement, a budget, a deadline, and hundreds of trade-offs between which is the ideal and which is shippable. So I feel like I've been doing product management for years, even in a totally different industry using different vocabulary. And there is actually one moment I remember vividly, like why I changed my mind and want to try product management. It was one night, past midnight. I probably all the architect can relate. You burn the oil and then you were doing something like a parking layout. So I was placing the stalls and was tracking the turning radius and tracking the space against the zoning requirement. And at that moment, I just feel like everything I was doing was just following rules, and that should be programmable. So at that point, I was not doing any design, but I was being a very expensive and very tired algorithm.
True.
And 1 year after that, I watched a startup demo software that shows some AI tools that can auto-generate the parking layout just from an online of the site geometry. So it's exactly what I was thinking. And at that moment, I realized that AI is changing every industry, including mine. I either face it or, I embrace it.
Exactly. I love those personal stories. And let's read lots of our student inside the AI PM book and felt the same way, which I personally literally happened last night. I started to use the ChatGPT work, there's a Claude co-work, and like 2 weeks later, ChatGPT introduced ChatGPT work, and same thing, Claude co-work. I literally was like, holy cow, is able to match all my data, comparing my email with HubSpot, and telling my team what to do, and identify all those missing customers information, and generate everything for me. And I used to pay people like so much money to do those labor work. And you're right, it's transforming all industries. And something also resonate with me regarding like how people see their past experience as product management. And let's read the data has shown 91% of product managers today, we all transition from different industries. And people like you came from construction industry, eventually will become AI product manager, maybe solving construction or homeowner related problems, and your expertise in past industries is very relevant to the future problem you want to solve. And then you have been doing product management work for a very long time, but nobody told you that
Right.
is product management work in tech. And those realization is happened just in time when the AI era just hit.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Let me also ask you this question. So that's where I assume your past architecture, interior design, those kind of construction management experience, actually, I assume that lead you to create this AI company called Homewise. Am I right? Is this related and how you started Homewise idea?
Yes. So it's definitely related. About HomeWise, we are trying to build an AI agent that can help the homeowners with their most stressful moment. As a new homeowner myself, when I see something broke in my house, I know how stressful it could be. I need to find a contractor who is reliable and who can come and fix the problem on time. Even though with some like construction management, I still feel it's a burden to reach out to schedule and everything. So I feel that an AI agent who can help diagnose the issue of your house problem and then provide the scope of the work, reach out to a reliable contractors and help you schedule the repair is definitely helpful for a lot of people. That's why I decided to build HomeWise.
I see. So let's understand it further. And in my understanding, HomeWise is more like AI for some tech, right? So finding a contractor, doing scheduling, having the right people coming at the right time, managing the project for you. Is my description correct?
Yes, mostly right. A little bit more than that. It's also
Mm,
come from my personal experience. So when you see something broken in your house, you want to know what's wrong. But a lot of time when you reach out to the contractors, you will receive totally different scope. For example, I interview those users. Some people they have like rotting siding outside their house. They
mm,
get quotes from $250 just one repair one siding to like $7,000 because they told them that, oh, there are more behind that. You need to replace this. You might need to fix the structure, this and that. As an ordinary homeowner, you probably don't have the expertise for that.
true.
But in my work experience, like if you are a budget homeowner or like commercial projects, my mostly doing, you are able to hire we call owner's rep, who is a
Mm,
professional, can help identify the issue, provide a detailed scope, reach out to trusted contractors, check their license, check their insurance,
mm,
protect the owner's interest all the way through the project.
yeah,
But what I feel is that a homeowner facing like a $10,000 repair, they also need this kind of service. But nobody hire an owner's rep for a house repair. Like, economics just doesn't make sense. But
yeah.
with AI, um, the HomeWise, you can have an AI expert on your side and help you to do all those legwork.
That's
And
beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah, so I didn't. First of all, I didn't even know this owner's rep jobs exist. I think probably for those like $1 billion entrepreneur or whatever, like super ultra rich people. First of all, I don't know they exist. Number two, you're right. If for a small project, then you hire them, probably would double the cost anyway. And those you hire another labor or human expert to
Yeah.
see if the project is out of scope, to understand what's right around, what the right thing needs to do for your house. Totally, yeah. And now the common people like us was able to access those kind of owner's reps through AI without getting like ripped off.
Right.
This is so groundbreaking.
Yeah, and
Did you, go ahead.
yeah, I think that's the beauty of AI in general. Like, I feel with AI's help, a lot of services that used to exist only for people with big budget, now AI kind of leveraging the representative and make it available for majority of the common, like everyone.
Yeah, exactly. And especially it's crazy. I'm not sure if it's similar to Seattle or San Francisco. At least I live in the East Coast in Boston and Miami. Each time those kind of project can run from a few $100s to tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
And I remember when we were just bought our new house, it's something like sewage was clogged, something like that. And then have a guy coming to a house saying that, oh, you need to dig the entire hole of your basement, replace the entire sewage pipe, which is like this much long. Literally redo the entire renovation of my basement because it's a sewage clogged. I was like, holy cow, that's a really big project. That's $20,000. Cut off everything. And then my husband just Googling what's going on. And then we found one of the review of the site. And then we talking to 10 other different companies, finally found someone else came in saying that, oh, you don't need to redo the entire renovation of the entire basement for clogged sewage. We just can go in for $300, take out whatever it clogged, and then it worked. I was like, oh, I almost like read it unnecessary home renovation. And then to be very frank, I felt like, yeah, we are white collar worker and we don't know all the sewage stuff, and those kind of like home renovation project actually very expensive. I think those like very expensive contractors are getting paid the same rate as a white collar worker working for Google, Meta, Amazon. Just like the bill just going through the roof. It's like
yeah.
this is like nuts. I'm glad you guys are creating this a great resources for people to leverage. Tina, this is very exciting. Can you give everybody the demo of your AI homeowner representative? Help us to figure out how to do renovation for our home and show us your product.
Yes. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So this is what you're going to see here. Should I write back? Okay. This is what you're going to see here when you open HomeWise. After login, you're going to have a conversation with the AI. We're going to ask you some questions, and you will have the chance to upload photos, which are going to capture the problem at your house. In this case, we are showing a leaking sink, and AI going to diagnose this image and provide you a scope of the work. If AI feel that they need some additional informations, it will share. It will ask follow-up questions. For example, is it the only leak in this picture? And have you done anything to fix it? And after the AI gather all the information and feel comfortable to give you a detailed scope, AI gonna show the option for you. So here is the detailed scope. AI gonna explain the diagnose in a simple plain English to help you understand what's going on, but also gonna give you a detailed breakdown of the labor and material you will need. And HomeWise also gonna do the research for you, vet through the reviews on the internet, verified whether they have licensed, they have insurance, and whether they pull any permit for the similar project in the past. And if you see all those top three contractors are good for you, you can click to send the scope of work to all those contractors. And from the contractor side, after the homeowner decided they will receive a text or an email with a magic link. Um, this is the page they're going to see. They will be able to see the scope that AI generated, including all those breakdown numbers, items, and plugging the price, how much they're going to charge for each tasks or
Mm.
material. They will also being asked to provide their availability, top three slots they can come and fix this problem for you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and whether or not this work will include a warranty from the contractor, or if there's any details the contractor wants to ask the homeowner, they can also put down some notes and hit click, and the quote gonna be sent to Homewise. And after we received all three quotes from the contractors, HomeWise will do a comparison for you. You're going to check every single items, whether the contractor included, whether they're going to provide a warranty. If something is off, HomeWise will flag that for the homeowner. Uh,
Mm.
yeah, and also the earliest date the contractor is available, and then the homeowner can choose their availability and choose which contractor they want to pick.
Oh,
And
this is exciting.
yeah, and then they will get the invite, a meeting invite downloadable to their calendar to remind that the project will happen on Sunday. And then after the project is complete, the contractor also need to submit some information for the homeowner to approve their work.
Hey Tina, this sounds very exciting, and I love that have very comprehensive features for both sides to use. Let me ask you this question. I heard you have a team of 13 people, and I
Correct.
assume creating such complicated product and actually it's pretty difficult. So, can you tell me more regarding the trust? And I believe you earlier mentioned that you have a big team people actually building trust is pretty difficult, especially with very different kind of background. Can you tell us more regarding the how you build trust and the challenges in trust you mentioned earlier to me?
Yes. As a team lead for this product, I feel like I'm being very honest with myself and the whole team from day one because I'm from a different industry. I probably don't have the knowledge of everything I know about building an AI product. So I choose to be honest with them, and from the day one, I told the team that it is not my product; it's our product. And I am fully relying on trust my team members. I have a tech PM whose background is from computer science. So he has a lot of experience, know how to manage developers. We also have experienced PM. Whenever I have a bigger question, schedule control strategy moving forward, I will consult them. We also have a very, very great mentor for the program. We did our weekly check-in, and I can talk to her about everything. Even sometimes, I just need some motivation to keep going. Also, the teammates, for example, the designer team, they have been doing product design for a while. So whenever I create a plan, I will have a quick check-in with them. Also ask everybody to put their input, to do the review and put their input, because I trust their expertise in their domain.
Mm-hmm. And actually, I think those kind of human relationship management is literally the hardest thing in today's AI era because it's the only skills that cannot be replaced by AI. I think eventually AI is able to do everything for us. I think AI may be able to create my podcast and create the AI darknet city. I don't even need to show up anymore. But I think the relationship is hardest, which is also why you or all of us need to focus on practicing and building the track with your team, empower them to implement much faster. And now let me also ask you a question regarding fast, right? I know your team actually developed your AI product within 2 months. What's the secrets developing such AI product so fast? I know one thing is managing people better. What are the secret you have to do it fast?
I think the other thing is subtraction. Shipping fast doesn't mean building fast. A lot of
Mm.
time we are facing trade-offs and we have to cut our scope. As the demo shows, it's an AI agent, and at the very beginning we want to do way more stuff than I just showed. But with
I
the
think it's still
time,
a lot, by the way. I think the scope's already pretty big. You have original scope even bigger than that. Holy cow!
yeah, so it's just also I was able to apply my experience in construction because in construction we also sometimes we have a hard deadline. We have to have a grand opening in this on this date, right? We have to plan backwards and
Mm.
adjust the schedule along the way. So yeah, that's we have to do make hard decisions and decide what not to build so we can eventually have something that's shippable.
This is cool. This is about time management of the project. So now let's about the technical element, right? Um, can you tell us a story regarding earlier? You told me that during the AI PM bootcamp, you faced a big bill of $4,000 about the API cost. So how did you deal with those kind of unexpected bill, especially when you start your own AI startup? Tell us more on that story.
Yes. So when we start this idea, we know we're going to need to rely on a lot of API. For example, the review for the contractor, whether they are licensed, their permit history, and one of the most important one is probably the price. And I found out a startup which have those data points for all different trades, the price, the contractor going to charge for different work. And I reached out to them because I felt like, oh, we are also startups. Maybe they will feel happy to help us. But after weeks, I received the email from them and they told me that just to sign up for the service, I have to pay $4,000. And it will almost killed our idea. But I have to say a credit to my data scientist and the PM who managed this domain as well. They raised concern early enough during this bootcamp, so we got some time to look for substitutes.
Yeah, $4,000 is a lot of money for a
Yeah,
startup to get started. Like test out
right.
the market, that's a lot of money right away. And even to sign up, not being like used, you haven't
Yeah,
even tested out yet. It's like
yeah,
access $4,000. Holy cow!
yeah.
So how did you deal with that? This is crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah, after that, we were doing research online. We tried to find any information we could. And luckily, we found someone who also tried to start their own business, but he
Mm.
was showing the progress on his personal blog and open the source to anyone. Obviously, the data point is probably the data set is not as big as the one that you need to pay, but it worked for our MVP.
Wow. Hold on. You found alternative sources for free through a blog post,
Yes.
and the the blog post reference another site which has free data. You guys are
It's
so resourceful.
the blogger actually created data by himself and he
Oh.
shared that on his personal blog.
How did you discover those blockers? Do you use AI or you actually literally manually search and like going through many different routes to find those free data source?
Both. I definitely ask AI whether there are some free data source there, and AI can lead you to some website and post, and sometimes you lead from one post to another, and you found it.
Yeah. I try to leverage AI for different kind of research as well. What I learned is AI mainly learning based on the bigger sources, unless
Yeah.
you're a bigger blogger, right? And then they usually lead into bigger blogger, but bigger blogger may not have the source you're looking for. But at least get you started, and one blogger have another, and then just different places linking to each other. This is very exciting. This is so cool. But I also want to very exciting regarding how AI ranking change. So we have actually earlier when we started AI PM bootcamp 2 years ago, nobody know about us. And then as the reputation going up, each brand has a reputation in AI eyes. Now we have seen students from our program, join our program, asking ChatGPT, oh,
Oh.
what is the top AI product management bootcamp? And ChatGPT will recommend us. So some student comes through this. So the ranking is very important, including authority. So which also, I think the fraud, not which is the flaw in the design of the algorithm. So if you're small, it's higher, takes years to rank higher, even from AI views as well. So I'm glad you guys keep on digging, combining like human and plus AI to find your free data source much faster. This is very like entrepreneurial. This is crazy. So can you also tell me more regarding other challenge you had? I bet this is not the first one. You must have done more, facing many different challenges technically, and also business wise. What are the challenges you had when implementing, developing such AI agent product for homeowners?
Yeah, the other challenge will be how can we judge that whether the AI has hallucination when AI tried to generate a skull from just a couple images. So the test was very important because we know the product we need to build on trust. So there are a couple of things we did. My data scientist and the team, we test some images we find online. We find some broken piping issues and test with AI. And also at this point, I feel like my industry experience came in handy. I was able to look at the scope that AI generated and kind of give I have a basic idea whether or not AI was making up something. And the other
Mm-hmm.
thing I did was looking on some platforms like forums. For example, for plumbing issues, there are a bunch of forums. People post their pictures and ask plumbers, what kind of issue is that? So I was looking for those posts, look for the picture. I use the picture and feed it to AI and um, check AI's response against the actual plumber response on those forum. And
Yeah.
AI is actually pretty good.
Oh, nice, nice. Very cool. I can't wait to try it. I can't wait. This is crazy. Tina, I think one important thing through our conversation so far is very critical, which is you actually need to experience this. Experience developing AI, experience seeing AI hallucinate, and experience doing those AI model evaluation to see if they're actually doing the right thing or not, which is also key skill set for what AI product manager need to have, regardless start your own startup as a founder or you join another company. And those kind of seeing how to done is way more important to doing a capstone project without the real users and real data train AI. So for all the audience, and if you want to also gain more additional hands-on experience, I have a free checklist which include the 20 different kind of product ideas you can develop to gain hands-on product management experience. This is the number one skill set you must master to succeed in today's job market. I'm going to link it in the description of those show notes. And you can also, whoever listen to podcast, can also go to pmaccelerator.io/AI product ideas to download 20 different product ideas for you to gain real AI PM experience. Also going to link in the show note. If you want to get the link to it, then you can also comment AI in the description of my YouTube channel. We're going to send you a link for you to download as well. Okay, Tina, please bear with me. I'm very nerdy. I like to go technical. Okay.
Okay.
And what AI tools and models have you leveraged to create such AI products? So, any technical element you have used for your AI agent?
The short answer is actually cloud code. During the
Everyone.
during the development, almost every single one of us use cloud code. For example, our designer team was able to use cloud code to develop the prototype, and without going through the Figma handoff to the front end engineer. And we also, I'm pretty sure a lot of developers right now using different AI tools like Cloud Code or ChatGPT. Our team is the same. The model we were choosing, I think back then the bootcamp mentor gave us a very detailed breakdown for each tool. And again, I trust my tech PM. And after reviewing our architecture with the mentor, we decided to go with Cloud Code. I believe back then it was Sonnet 4.6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use the latest model for your product at the time. And when you do those AI model evaluation, what's your criteria? Do you compare price, accuracy, or based on use cases? What's your criteria when you had at the time?
Price is definitely a consideration, but I think the most important is the hallucination portion. We want to find the model who has the least hallucination, because when we ask AI to diagnose the picture, we also want AI to give us a confidence score, like how
Yeah.
much confident they feel like they can actually generate a detailed scope. If the score is really low, in some cases, they either ask follow-up questions or they should be honest enough to tell the homeowner that we probably need more help or more information from different perspective. And again, trust is very important for our product. So definitely the least hallucination one.
Yeah. And actually, there's another trick, everybody. If you use Claude and there's a setting you can put in and ask AI to report back to you regarding are they hallucinating or are they using the right resources, and you can constrain them and let AI to give you more accurate answer, or at least volunteering telling you whenever hallucinate is it start to tell you, or whenever using different kind of resources not based on fact. And I'm going to make a different YouTube video telling you guys all the tips and tricks regarding how to set up your AI model before you start using it. It's actually going to save you a lot of time. The same setup can be used for ChatGPT and Claude. Just the system slightly different, so the navigation is different. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe to this channel so you'll be notified once I post those tips and tricks to reduce hallucination by doing different setup for Claude and ChatGPT. Tina, is so exciting. I had to ask you this question. I need you to do me a favor. How can I and many people sign up today? I had to see how to do house renovation within our budget. How can we sign up?
Right now, we are open to early adopters, and we are going to select based on the project types, project size. So if you are interested in joining the waitlist and to be the lucky early adopter, please DM me through LinkedIn, and yeah, we will be in touch.
Awesome. I'm going to put Tina's LinkedIn in the description of the show note, or you can just search her name, Tina Yue Chen, on LinkedIn, and make sure to find the right face to be matched, and then send her DM, and then tell her about the project you're working on. And I'm going to send you pictures, many of my project. Do you fix toilet?
Me personally?
No, your AI.
Oh.
You're gonna send me a DM. Let me know later on. We have lots of different things need to be fixed. This is so cool. Need to get
Yeah.
it done. So let me also ask you this question today. What advice do you have for AI entrepreneur and AI product managers today to really jump into this gold rush of AI era?
I will say, especially for people like me, treat your background as your advantage, not your baggage. I know a lot of people, when they think about pivoting or jumping to a totally different new industry, they feel like they need to start a whole new chapter and forget everything they know before. But I don't think that's the case anymore, because everyone has the accessibility to the AI model, right? It really depends on the question you ask, and the questions usually come from where you do every day. So definitely treat your special industry background as an advantage.
This is beautiful. I think what you summarize is very correct. And in the AI era, everybody is relevant and everybody could also be irrelevant. Depends on if you are able to take advantage of your past experience and really leverage AI. Because eventually the better the AI model depends on the better the data input and the better the users knows how to use AI, create amazing AI product and become the next AI unicorn as well. This is very great and sage advice. Hit the nail on the head. Tina, let me also ask you this question. I'm a big believer of personal growth and growth mindset, especially after I have kids. Not only I need to grow myself, I also need to instill those kind of growth mindset in my kids as early as possible. So let me ask you this question. How do you grow yourself professionally and personally? And what resources do you recommend for people to grow themselves?
Um, I don't know. I feel this answer, I don't know if it's going to surprise everybody. But my suggestion is actually be a human. I feel like I know a lot of people are anxious about whether AI going to replace your job, but what AI going to replace is the task. AI will never replace a human. So do the things make you feel more human, whether it's eat well, sleep well, go outside, walk your dogs. A lot of my idea come up when I'm walking my dog outdoor, enjoying the sunlight. And I just feel like in order to find what people need in real life, you need to have a life for yourself.
This is beautiful. Very well said. Actually, I was surprised to hear what you said, but it makes so much sense, especially nowadays. Actually, today I had a realization, have a conversation with my husband. Actually, three things that cannot be bought by money and cannot be replaced by AI. Number one, your health. Number one is relationship and love with your husband, your family. Number three is love from your kids. Cannot be bought by money, cannot be replaced by AI.
True.
Yes, I do love that we need to embrace the human side of things, like how you build trust and leveraging your team and leading a team. These are important skill set humans need to have and make it even stronger as well. Cool. All right. So now, Tina, let me ask you this. Where can people follow you and what's the best way for them to find you, either for investors or for early adopters or for recruiters who want to recruit you to join the company? Where can they find you?
Please find me on LinkedIn. I believe Dr. Nancy just shared my LinkedIn with the group. Yeah, feel
Awesome.
free
So
to
I'm going
DM me.
Beautiful. So I'm going to link it in the description of the show note. And you guys can also go to LinkedIn by searching Tina's name, Tina Yuechen, and it was there. And make sure to have make sure to have an engaged conversation today because you never know you're going to meet your next co-founder or next manager or next employees. And all the AI conversation need happen starting from today. And for people who are interested in gaining additional hands-on experience, you can download those 20 AI project idea to start working on yourself. For people who need additional help through us by joining AI product management bootcamp, where we hire a team of software engineers, developer, and designer, assemble a team, and plus your AI advisors, mentors, and help you to accelerate your growth into AI product management or AI entrepreneurship. You check out our website and by go to pmsr.io/AIPM to learn more about our AI PM bootcamp. I'm also going to link it in the description of the show note. Thank you so much for joining us, Tina, and can't wait to see all the future growth of your AI startup.
Thank you for having me today. Best of luck.
Dear listeners, if you find today's stories and tips and tricks very inspiring, useful, so make sure to head to the review session of your favorite podcast apps, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Amazon Prime Podcasts, and write us a 5-star review because I read every single review and all your important feedback and review is going to track. So it's going to be the great motivation for us and our team to continue to bring great guests and give you great advice as we keep going the AI product management community. You should also follow us for additional questions and tips and DM us to all our social channel by searching Dr. Nancy Lee on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, X, and all your favorite social platforms. We're there by searching Dr. Nancy Lee. So this is Dr. Nancy Lee from PM Accelerator. I'm going to see you in my next video right here. And make sure to click the link in the description of the show note, get your free resources as well.